Hi, I'm Charley Boorman, and I'm going to be reviewing this Pan America Harley Davidson. Okay, so let's take a little closer look into the specifications and the ride and feel of this bike. It's the kind of category which is the best-selling category in the market at the moment, the adventure market. I've, along with Ewan, have spent quite a lot of time on these bikes traveling around the world. And Harley Davidson this is their first attempt at an adventure bike, and I have to say, I've ridden the BMWs, the Triumphs, Ducatis, you name it, I've ridden them all, and I must say, for a first attempt, this bike is actually pretty damn good. And I'm not just saying that because I've got an affiliation with Harley Davidson, but they've done something quite amazing. Now, what they've done with this bike is they have redesigned it from the wheels up to the very top here, and just about everything has changed. So normally when you see Harley Davidson models and they progress forward and you get different types, you see lots of the same stuff on Harley Davidsons, their switches, key elements you always see again and again. But on this one, they've changed everything. So this Harley Davidson is powered by the Revolution Max 1250 water-cooled engine. Now, it's their brand new engine. It produces about 150 brake horsepower. They have this engine on the Sportster S as well, and it is a beauty. It's got plenty of power. And what's really nice about it, especially with this bike, is they've kept the weight quite low. Now, talking about weight, everybody asks the same question about these big adventure bikes. Is what's the weight? What weight difference is it to all the others? The BMW, the Triumph, all the other ones on the same market. And now this pretty much weighs more or less the same or similar to all the bikes. So it's right in there with all the other bikes. So talking about bikes and weight distribution and stuff like that, it has a 19-inch wheel on the front and 17 on the back, supported by really nice Brembo brakes on the front and rear, so plenty of stopping power. The throttle response on it is actually very good. It's a fly-by-wire throttle response, but it's actually really easy to use. Very, very progressive. It's not jumpy. It really has a smooth run, and it has a myriad of features. It's got the most amazing suspension system. So it's an active suspension system. So if you're one person on the seat or two people on the seat, the rear shock realizes what the weight is and it adjusts automatically for you. And the other really clever thing that it does is when you come to a stop, it's got active suspension, so it drops down a little bit so you can get your feet on the ground. That's another great feature. One of the other nice things it has is they've got two silencers, I suppose you'd call them, one here and one here. And what they've done that in order to try and get the whole suspension system higher, so that it gets more clearance. And when you go around the corner, you have more clearance as well. And while you're going around the corner, it has a very clever little system on the lights here, where the side light will come on and help you light up the edge of the road, so it makes a safer journey. And then, of course, everything on the bike here is electronic. You've got the lovely display unit up here, which gives you a myriad of information, everything that you could possibly want to know about the bike. And as well as that, it has 5 preset settings. So if you look on here, it starts with rain, road, sport, which is pretty crazy, and they do really work. And then you've got off-road, and then off-road pro. And between off-road and off-road pro, that decides how much ABS it gives you. ABS Pro gives you no ABS on the back and no traction control on the back, so you can spin the back wheel. On the off-road basic setting, you get a little bit of traction control, a bit of ABS on the back as well. And then what's really clever as well is that you have A and B, and you can go in and you can program your own setting. So you can have your own sport setting, your own off-road setting, and you can choose how much engine braking you get. I mean, it's all sorts of stuff. So it's a really nice little feature to get sort of stuck into. It also has phone connectivity with the Harley Davidson app, so you can get all sorts of information on your phone. You can have map, you can have navigation, you can connect with your helmet, all those sort of normal stuff that goes on. Actually, I put on one of these cool seats. So this is something I first saw in Indonesia, and it keeps your butt a little bit cooler. So you're sitting on this gauze fabric, I suppose. It's quite comfortable, and you get a bit of air circulation underneath, so you don't get a sweaty butt, and you can sit on your bike for much longer. It really does work. I love it. So I suppose you want to sort of ask about how the bike runs and how it feels. And I have to say, having spent a lot of time on these adventure bikes, this is really capable. I did a 6-day journey across Wales and the Lake District and all around the Isle of Man with a company called Adventure Country Tracks. Now they supply twisty tarmac roads and off-road roads for big adventure bikes, and you can download their maps all over Europe and in Britain for free. So it's worth going to see them, Adventure Country Tracks. And I spent 6 days riding this on twisty tarmac roads and dirt roads, and it really handled really nicely. I was really surprised at how capable it is off-road. So those are the sort of basic things. There's always plenty more to be able to talk about. One of the other feature I do like are the rims. So they're tubeless, and you can have as aggressive rubber as you want, or as much road rubber as you want. And the nice feature is, which a lot of these bikes have now, is how the spokes are set. So they're set on the outside of the rim. So if one does break, it doesn't puncture the tire. And as well as that, it means you can run tubeless tires. So all of that really means really quite nice looking bike, and it actually looks really nice as well, doesn't it? I have to say, what I really like about the styling is I love this part about the styling here. And what they've done is they've really kept the Harley Davidson feel to the bike with this whole piece here. And I love the line. The line goes all the way along here, even with the swing arm, keeps that kind of straight line. So thank you so much for watching on the YouTube channel. Now, if you want to see a little bit more of bikes and all sorts of stuff, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you'll see lots more coming.